Man, would you look at this and tell me this is not the most beautiful Zen garden you've ever seen in your life? I mean, sure, we're missing a few spots here, but whatever, let's fix that up later. So, welcome back. Well, welcome back, I say, although really, this is more like... Can I erase my progress here? Okay, I might just have to do this then. It's not you, click here, let's create a new user. Alright, this is, NintendoCapriSun 2019. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Well, NintendoCapriSun 19 then. Boy, I wish I was 19. So, some of you are probably looking at this video and thinking, okay, I'm confused. Why are you doing this again? Are you trying to recapture your former glory or something? Well, maybe a little bit. But here's the thing. For the better part of the last year, probably the last 2 or 3 years, I've been looking for an excuse to play this game again. And not just play it, but I mean like actually, you know, play it on YouTube, LP it, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I thought, you know, if I was going to do it again, I needed there to be some reason, you know, a little, what do you call it, like maybe a trick, a challenge, you know? Like, I didn't just want to play the game vanilla, you know, because it would be the same as it was before, and what reason would I really have to do that? It wouldn't be, it would just be the same as it was before. I mean, it would be a different playthrough, with different commentary, updated commentary. You could see where I'm at 10 years from now. Because believe it or not, this game is now 10 years old. As of the 4th of May. I just cannot believe that this game is 10 years old now. It does not feel like, you know... Well, of course, it doesn't feel like 10 years since I'm on a boat either, though, but guess what, you know? That video's 10 years old, too. So yeah. Anyway, so I was looking around into mods, into, like, randomizers, and any sort of challenge I could find. Like, what sort of way can I challenge myself at this game to make it, like, make a new playthrough that was different from the last one, you know? And, one of the biggest ideas I came up with was, like, choosing flowers with my eyes closed, but there really was no way to do that. You know, at least not reliably, and, like, I could go online and maybe look up a plant randomizer or something, and just have all my plants pre-picked for me. Anyway, I never came up with anything that I liked or anything that could justify me doing another playthrough of this, so I kind of just didn't do it. And it has recently come to my attention that it is actually possible, and you're already going to know what I'm about to say because you've seen the title of the video, but it's recently come to my attention that it's possible to beat this entire game without using sunflowers. Planting at least 3 sunflowers improves your chances of surviving a zombie attack. And so that's what I'm going to do. Well, I guess it's not going to do anything until I plant something here, but yeah, so here's the thing, it still drops sun from the sky, and if you can rely on that sun dropping from the sky, you can still plant something, and maybe somehow manage to finish the game that way. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do the no sunflower challenge. I'm going to try to beat this entire game without using sunflowers at all. That includes Sunshrooms. I will not be able to use those either. But I don't find that as much of an issue because the puff shrooms are free, so those levels are basically going to be a cakewalk anyway, because puff shrooms are pretty overpowered. But I don't know, man, I was looking for any excuse I could find to play this game again, some way to challenge myself at it, and this is not what I came up with, it's just I heard that it was possible to do this without sunflowers, so I thought, maybe I'll try to do that, I don't know. It's like, yeah, like I don't already have enough playthroughs going on at one time here. I've got Yoshi's Crafted World, Kirby's Adventure, what else? I kept telling people I was going to do Super Paper Mario, and I never got around to that. I got the last case of Ace Attorney that I still got to do. I have Tetris, you know, which that's not really even a series, it's just something I record when I feel like it. But much like Tetris, this is another one of those games where I feel very free to just kind of say anything I want to say and not to be shackled into just talking about the game the whole time or whatever. So, but, I mean, obviously, you know, unlike the last playthrough, I'm a little bit more heavy intensive on editing than I used to be. So, I'm not going to show every single thing here. Like, if there's some dead spots where I'm not saying much or there's not much happening, then I'm going to cut those out, you know, so that you're not having to sit here through the whole thing. one thing about Plants vs. Zombies 2 that I really wish was in this game was the fast forward button. Now sadly, cherry bombs are extremely expensive, probably not the most ideal thing to use in a no sunflower run. See, we haven't even gotten to where there's all 5 rows are up yet. So, you know, pretty soon we're gonna have to be dealing with that. No sunflowers, y'all. We still only have 3 rows, though, so we're probably gonna be okay for this round. It's not gonna be too much happening here, but... yeah, I'll tell you what. A lot of times when people ask me, like, what's my favorite game from the last 5 or 10 years, I usually say Stardew Valley. Because I have a great deal of love for that game. Oh man, I may have already screwed up here. I should have waited to see where the first zombie... No, we're okay. Yes, it'll be fine. But we're gonna have to be more careful in the future because you gotta watch, you know, where the first zombie comes out and make sure you have a plant there. I guess there's one slight advantage insofar as we don't have to plant... You know, we don't have sunflowers taking up space back here. So we can plant our artillery a little further back, which gives it more time to shoot the zombies down. At least 1 or 2 extra squares. So that'll help, but you're not gonna... I mean, we're not gonna be relying on that to save us here or anything, but it's just something, you know, you can do. I don't know, it's a strat, I suppose. Well, it's not even a strat, it's just a circumstance of doing this particular type of playthrough. I'm actually really looking forward to this, because... Well, what I was about to say there was about Stardew Valley. I was saying that's like the best game in the last 5 years. But if you ask me what's the best game that came out in the last 10 years, I might even go so far as to say this game is better than Stardew Valley. I don't know, though. That is really a tough call. And since the game is now 10 years old, I guess I can't really say that anymore. You know, I can't say this is the best game that came out in the last 10 years because it's over 10 years old. I still can't believe this game is over 10 years old. It's so ridiculous. So we're just gonna, you know, do our thing here. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna have ourselves another nice chill playthrough, and we're gonna see what happens here. Have ourselves some fun, man. This game, regardless of how slow-moving it is still really fun. It's fun to just sit back and watch, you know? It's like, man. There you go. It's also funny, you know? It's like laughter-inducing. It's kind of surprising how much you can do just with the sun that drops from the sky, though. I mean, even looking at this now, it's like, I didn't expect to be putting this many plants out here. But then again, it's like I said before, we don't have 5 rows yet. If we did have 5 rows, we would still have only 1 plant on each row. When you start getting these groups of zombies coming in on a single row, that might prove to be a bit of a problem. It's one other nice thing about Puffshrooms, I wasn't even thinking about this till just now. But like, in future levels, even future daytime levels, you could still use Puffshrooms as like, put them out to stall the zombies. If you use Puffshrooms as like a stalling tactic. So you probably want to put this one here. Just look at all those zombies there. It's not looking too good. Yeah, we might have to be a little more careful how we plan this. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how this changes the way you have to play the game, though. Because I'm already pretty bad about sometimes, like, not paying attention or not planning far enough ahead for things. So maybe that might come out and bite me in the ass a little bit here. So do we get our 5 rows now? Please. This is way too boring. Thank you! Now we have a full yard. God, my yard looks so good. I wish you could really make a yard like that. Just by rolling the grass out the way those guys roll the red carpet out for Splinter and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Seriously, man. My sister and I used to joke that the reason they rolled the carpet out for Shredder to walk on is because his feet got so sweaty that he would slip and fall on the slipperiness of the sweat. So they had to roll the carpet out so it would absorb the sweat so he wouldn't slip and fall on it. It's like, good lord, man. We were weird, but it was probably more so me than her that was weird there. So just watch which row you're needing to protect and set your plants on that row. I mean, obviously there's no issues here so far. And this is already level 1-4. Okay, so here's the thing now. Levels that are like a multiple of 5 are gonna be the same as before because they don't play the same way that these levels do. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to show those levels, although I really think I should. Because I feel like it would kind of sort of... I don't want to say compromise the integrity of the playthrough or whatever, but like... Well, what's the word I'm trying to look for here? The continuity? The continuity would be really weird. Okay, this one's slightly ahead of the other one here. If it comes down to us having to use lawnmowers to win some of these, then that might be what we have to do. Or we could even use a walnut, I guess. Just to keep him busy. Yeah, I think I might need to do that, because I'm not going to get to 100. Or by the time I do, he's going to be up here somewhere, and that's not going to be enough time. We can't afford to plant a 100-sun plant and have it get eaten. That's the problem. We also have this here. I don't know if a pea shooter in the back row is enough to take out a conehead, though. If it's in the back row, like I was saying before, they have more time to fire on the zombies because of that, but is it enough to take it? Ooh, it might be enough to take out a conehead. That'd be cool if it was. Yeah, that's totally enough time. Look at this, he's gonna get him. Good job, little pea shooter. Oh, there's another one right behind him, boy. Another one right behind him to seek up. You set up my toilet! You set up my toilet! Boy's pissing all the time, so I'm gonna set up my toilet. I know that just came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. I don't know, though. I can't help but feel like some people were probably hoping for that. Should I? Yeah, I should. Well, okay, so we know now a pea shooter can take out a conehead by itself. That's good to know. That's actually very good. It's like... Oh, what are we gonna do about those bucket heads, though? Oh, man. That's gonna suck. I mean, we will have squash, you know? And if we have enough sun saved up, we can probably just do that. I don't know, though. Oh, God. Wait a minute, though. What about balloon zombies? I was told that it was possible to do this without planting sunflowers, but... Like, would you be able to keep up with them, though? Because you have to plant blowers constantly to get rid of those. Either that or plant the cactus, I suppose. You can always do that. The question is, would you have enough sun to do that? So that's one thing, though, like, one of my favorite things to do in this game is plant a whole bunch of sunflowers so that I can plant, like, a whole bunch of repeaters and, like, the strongest stuff, you know? Ooh, look at this. Oh, boy. Ooh. If we need to use a walnut, we'll have sun for it pretty soon here. Otherwise, I don't know. That bottom row, I'm telling you, it's, well... I don't know. They might be okay. Okay, first one's down. Let's just wait and see how this plays out. Although I think this is the last wave anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. That's... Yeah, they got him. They got him no problem. What was I so worried about? Look at him go. Pea shooters never seem so powerful. Haha! Yeah, but I think I actually am going to show levels 1, 5, 110, 2, 5, 210. Because it's not the same without them. Oh god. Rah rah rah! Yeah, that's right. Mr. Crazy Dave over here wants to introduce us to Planticide. Because I'm crazy! This level goes on quite a while though, so I don't know. I have to... Well, it's like I was saying before, I was talking about maybe editing out some of the dead air or something, you know, because... I don't know. Of course I could always sing along. If I sing along, would you listen to the words that came out of my mouth? Oh no, it's like it's 10 years ago again. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is so stupid, what a diss. And if I ever told you that I loved you with all my heart, would you return the favor to me? No? Well, I guess that's too bad. I am just gonna be lonely. That's too bad because I know that I really love you, and if I don't know what I'm singing, this is so damn stupid. What is this, a Lionel Richie song? Oh my goodness. Wow, this is a terrible lyric start. This song's called Loon Boon, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that in the original LP. It's like all these songs have titles, and I never knew they had titles. Some of them are just like boss theme or whatever, or like Like, what's Dr. Zomboss? That one has a name, too. Forget what it is. I remember Loon Boon, though, because that's just funny. One time I actually raided Laura Shigihara with Loon Boon something, and it was funny. And then she played it on the piano, so... like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. It keeps bouncing the wrong way, but it's okay, we're getting more bowling balls in here. I'm gonna wait till there's more zombies on the screen so we get more chain reactions here. Yeah, see, this is the problem now. You know, you come to watch a No Sunflower challenge, and then you see me playing this level, and it's the same as before. It's like, it may be, you know, prudent of me to actually try to trim these down a little bit. But here I am sitting here talking about it, like, I shouldn't do that. Like, don't talk about the job as you do it. So, I mean, if you went to a restaurant and a waitress sat there and told you all about how difficult it was to be a waitress, and all the little nuances of what it takes to be a waitress, and how she memorizes the orders, and how she writes the orders on her piece of paper, and how she has a little map of the table that she draws out for each order she takes, so that she can remember which food goes to which person. You know, you wouldn't want to sit there and listen to that all day. Then again, maybe you would. I don't know. Maybe... The point is that just because you go to a restaurant to eat doesn't mean that you're fascinated by the job that the people are doing there. So by the same logic, you know, just because you're watching this video doesn't mean that you're fascinated by the logic that goes into me deciding what to do on this. Anyway, I'm sitting here talking, man. Non-stop. Taking in a dump on the can. Sitting on the can. Pooping really fast. I had some lunch. It had some beans. Every single one of those beans is in my intestine now. The small and large. It is being digested and putting off a lot of bacteria now. And it smells like my fish and feet. Okay, anyway. Well, we're not getting good combos here, but, oh, it's just barely not getting to them. Oh, well, let's see what we gotta do here. Alright. Oh, that was it? Gee, I thought we had a ways to go after that. There must be another bowling level later in the game that's, like, worse than that, because I don't remember that going by that fast. Anyway, what are we up to on time? Should we just keep it organized and do 5 levels per video? That seems good. It's like 20 minutes right now, so yeah. Sorry if I disappoint anybody with my choice of leaving the multiples of 5 levels in. But it's just, I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it anymore. So next time on Plants vs. Zombies No Sunflower Challenge, level 1-6. That's when shit gets real. Probably. Anyway, see you later. No, let's end this video on 2019. Maybe every single one of these videos should be 20 minutes and 19 seconds long. You know? Well, I don't know, though. There might have been stuff I had to cut out at the beginning, so yeah, it wouldn't be accurate. So, I'll just take a few seconds and talk a few extra seconds. Or just bye!